About the tracksuit, I guess, a little bit. Did everything. You're one of the most athletic dudes in the world.
Yeah.
And maybe we can all unzip the tracksuit about as well as you could. What was that like?
It was really nothing serious. I mean, I don't know why. It's a waterproof jacket, so it got stuck on like the like where like the rubber where they keep the water out. So I'm like, dang, it really got stuck.
What sort of role did Matthew have in your recruitment?
He didn't really have that big of an impact in my recruiting. I mean, he had a little bit because, of course, I wanted to run track and have a good track experience while I'm in college, just like football. But he didn't really have a big impact.
You ever beaten him in a race?
No, I was close. I gave him his best race he ever had. But
Was that 3 meters? What's the difference between you and him? How close is that race?
probably like 3 feet from each other. Not really.
Georgia, what's the biggest why there? What was the biggest reason? Was it to be
Just that they need that fast guy. Like I seen how the previous year they had more success like last year than this year. They missed Miko Hartman, so I figured I can take his spot and turn the opposite around.
How big it was selling you as sort of Miko Hartman type sort of in the process?
I mean, it wasn't big because at first I wasn't really taking. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be like nobody. I want to have my own legacy, start my own. So I'm like thinking. I mean, it just fell in place like to Georgia. Like at first I started as I gave Clemson a chance, I gave Oklahoma a chance. Some of them schools like cut me off, and then Georgia was still there, still right there, showing loyalty, nothing changed. So I'm like, showed all those schools out when they came down to Georgia.
How much did the potential opportunity to play right away at a place like Georgia?
It's really factor because Coach Smart, I talked to Coach Smart, he told me I can get a lot of early time, I can play inside, outside, punt return, kick return, a lot of.
How much have you talked to Rosemead, Burton, and Justin Robinson?
I haven't talked to him a lot. I mean, I haven't seen Rosemead in a while, even though he's still in Florida. But I talked to when I was up there on my pitch, I seen I forgot his name, the other kid, light skinned kid. Yeah, him. I seen him up there when I was up there, so I talked to him when I was up there a little bit.
How close was it? Did Georgia kind of really distance themselves?
I mean, at the end, they really distanced themselves. Like, at first, like when I first got it was one of the earlier schools that recruited me as like a freshman. So they always been there. They always been in the mix, and I let some other schools come in and jump in front of them. So they just fell down to them, and I just let them.
Early on in your recruitment, where did you think you were going?
I didn't know where I was going because I never had a dream school growing up. I mean, at first I thought I wanted to go to Florida State, then I thought I wanted to go to Florida. Once I got out of Florida, I seen how big of a difference it was. It's not all the same.
What was the main difference you saw between a school like Florida and Georgia?
Just like their coaching staff, like some coaching staff are cocky, some coaching staff they just want you just because of talents, but some coaching staff want you because how you're a person, like your character, how you carry yourself.
When did Georgia kind of surge ahead of the other programs?
I'd say around August, and then they started showing.
Fall in the barbecue visit.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like the visit that kind of?
Yeah, that's the kind of visit I push it and I put it all in place.
What was it about that trip? Because there are other prospects that have kind of said similar that like that weekend was kind of when Georgia kind of moved ahead in their recruitment. So what was it for you? Why?
Just like how Coach Smart, how I felt like around him and all the other prospects and the players, and I just seen how he treated his players and how he talked to his players. Like he wasn't like coach, like head coach I couldn't talk to, or head coach I couldn't come to when I had problems or something. He's like a coach where like a mentor that I come to if I need anything. So like
Georgia bringing in 4 highly talented wide receivers. What makes you think that you're going to get the kind of production you want in Georgia's offense next year and over the next 3 to 4 years?
Because I feel like I can take kick returns back. I mean, I feel like I can take punt returns back. I feel like I can stretch the field out vertically. They need that person that can stretch the field out vertically. So I feel like I can do that.
What has Kirby Smart told you about the direction of this offense and what you should expect of Georgia?
They're gonna try to spread it out a little bit more. They're gonna keep the tradition of running the ball, but they're gonna try to stretch it out a little bit more.
Or is it something, a coach relationship? Is it a scheme? Is it need, depth chart? What do you think is the biggest single factor that really caught your eye in that show?
The coach relationship. Like Coach Smart really showed me loyalty and how much he wanted me. It wasn't just, I want Arian because he's a good player. It's because I want Arian because I trust him. I want him as a character. I want him as a person, who he is.
Which coach did you have the closest relationship on Georgia's staff? Was it Scott Fountain?
I say Coach Scott Fountain and Kirby Smart. Coach Smart actually contacted me just as much as all the other coaches I recruited. I'd say they all had a factor in my recruitment. Coach Smart, Coach Hankman, Coach Fountain, all of them did. They all recruited me.
What are they like? What was your relationship like with the coaching staff of Georgia?
It was like just comfortable. Like it wasn't too hard to talk to them. They never bothered me when they texted me. It was just all like, "What's up, Aaron? How you doing?" It wasn't, "Oh, Aaron, you ready to commit?" or just,
How do you think you fit in the culture?
I think I fit in right. Like I feel like if I wanted to, I can enroll early. I feel like I can go play early. I just feel like I fit perfect in the offense.
To other South Florida kids, were they a help for you, or was it an independent decision, or some other South Florida guys that athletes like yourself?
I think it was really my independent decision because I didn't really have much help. I only had like my mom, my stepdad, and just my family to help me get through this process, and I just made it on my own. I didn't really like shut everybody out and just focus on myself. I wasn't trying to be selfish, but in that point in time, you had to be because that's your decision. That's your 4 years that you're going for your life. So I felt like it was mostly myself.
What do you think your game is beyond the speed? Everybody knows, this kid's so fast, he was a 10-3. What's your football game aside from those guys?
Besides speed, I feel like I'm a one-on-one guy. I feel like I can beat somebody one-on-one. Like I feel like if I line up when I do, I feel like I'm better than that dude in front of me. That's what I feel like. Not just speed. Like if I slow my game down, I have a lot of cutting ability. It's hard to cut when you're fast. So I feel like if I slow down and work on cutting and move sideways direction, I feel like that has a big impact on my game.
You said they use the Miko Hardman tape. Did they really tell you in August that, hey, don't watch what we do this fall because we don't have a guy like you?
Yeah, they did. They just I just really focused on our offense and looked at pieces, looked at schools that needed a piece in our offense that speed could help in. And I feel like they needed I feel like Georgia needed a piece in our offense of speed. Now give them the extra push and go to the national championship.
What's your goal for the spring as far as track? What do you think you can get down to?
I feel like I can get down to a 10-1, maybe a 9-9. We'll see.
I guess obviously the track program is a huge pitch. What did Kirby Smart tell you as far as you can go do track during the spring?
I feel like he said that he's not gonna let track have a big impact on me. Much as football, he's gonna make sure both of them work out, have both success in both careers, and make sure they both fold out the way they need to be.
Have they rolled out how that schedule would be like for you?
Yeah, they rolled it out. They showed me. When I went there, when Miko Hardman was there, they showed me how he did it and how they transferred because they're tracking football fields right beside each other. So it's really convenient to do track and football as a football player.
Which do you think you're better at right now? Do you think you're better on the track or on the football field?
That's hard. I feel like I'm
right now.
Right now, I feel like I don't know. I feel like low-key track, but then low-key football. I don't know. I feel like I'll say track because I've been working and I've gotten way better, faster in track, really fast. I dropped down time. I ended my season with a 10.29 actually, with a 10.29 down in Memoir in U20, and I PR'd and ran a 21 flat. So I couldn't keep running track and then couldn't PR. So I feel like I'm gonna start the season good.
4 years from now, do you think you'll have more accomplishments on track or football? Which one do you think you're going to have more all SEC?
This year, I'd say all SEC. I'd say probably football. In college, football.
Go drafted number 1 or win a gold medal.
Go drafted. Yes, go drafted. Now, because you can always go back and run track because track is like a sport that you really need nothing to get to. As long as you got the time and you got yourself and the athleticism, you can go run track. Football, you got to go through a process, and you don't want to go all that way just to leave it. It's plus more money.
What's the height and weight right now?
Right now it's 6'1", almost 6'2", 175.
What did you do to get so fast? You got to run up a hill thing like Jerry Rice, or was there any regimen?
No, it was just always growing up as a kid. I always knew I was the fastest kid in school, and I never took it seriously. I just playing around. And then once I learned how to run and the physics of running, I learned how to transform into something else incredible that'll help me in my life.
Can you put your finger on maybe the one moment in your recruiting where you're like, it's going to be Georgia and it became crystal to you? I'd say after the SEC championship. Why?
Because they needed the receivers were dropping back to back. I know y'all seen the receiver just dropping. Dang, they really need a receiver. And it just felt like at that moment in time, it felt like it would have been a perfect decision, and it was. And that's when I committed right after the SEC championship.
You committed?
Sounded like committed, yeah.
Did you call Kirby? How did that go?
I called Kirby the next morning, Sunday morning, and told him. He didn't even know I was committed. I would just talk to him. And he was he texted me and was like, what are you doing? Good morning, how you doing, man? We had a bad loss of the day. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I seen. And then I was just like, I gotta call you in a minute, coach. I got something to tell you. He was like, all right, call me anytime you want. I'm in the office going over film. So I get back to my house and I call him and we talked for like 20 minutes before I even tell him I was coming in. And then he was ecstatic. He was so surprised that.
What did he say?
He
You
was
remember what he
like,
said?
he was like, God bless, like just yelling, like happy. He almost flew out his chair. It was a good moment.
Were you already leaning that way though?
I mean, yes, I was leaning that way for a while. Like after like some schools like shut me out, like Clemson closed their recruiting. Oklahoma got a commit. They closed me out for a little bit. Then they tried to come back in. I just shut them out because I wasn't like, if you gonna cut me off, cut me off. Don't try to come back in my life. So I just like shut them out and then can't have it good.
You looked at your recruiting like a relay race. If
Yeah.
anybody dropped the baton in the middle of that,
Yeah, you can't depend on them, right? You know.
so you stayed true the whole time.
Georgia did.